Hi, it's Andrea. Thanks for joining me today on my BR Beauty Gear channel. I want to talk to you today about foundation and how to find the right shade to match your skin. Probably 90% of women out there are not using the right foundation shade and or undertone, and there is a difference. Your shade is usually ivory, beige, or bronze, but your undertone is going to be either cool, warm, or neutral. And finding the right combination is what's going to give you that fantastic look you're going for. Everything else that you do, whether it's your blush, your lipstick, your eyeshadow, all starts with a great foundation to make your skin look incredible. So today I'm going to be demonstrating our new Mary Kay 3D TimeWise foundation line. And I'm really excited to show this to you guys. You know, if you're going to be using foundation, you might as well be using something that's also improving your skin at the same time and helping you look younger. So our new TimeWise line here just came out last month. Comes in 28 shades. And within those shades, of course, are your ivory, beige, and bronze, and your cool, warm, and neutral tones. And so my job as a consultant is to help you find the perfect combination so that you look your best. And we do that with what we call a stripe test. And we actually stripe test the foundation in sets of 3 on the side of the face. And see which one blends into the skin the best. So the first thing is to make sure we have the right tools. So I have you can't see, but I have 3 foundation shades lined up in front of me that I think are going to be close to matching my skin tone to do the stripe test. I also have applicators in front of me here. These are sponge applicators. A lot of people use them for eyeshadow. I like to use these for my stripe test because I find they do the best job in controlling the amount of product I'm putting on to test with. Now, I don't have anything on my skin except my moisturizer and my eye cream, which is the way I start every day. So once we do my stripe test and find the perfect shade for me, I'm going to show you how I apply my foundation using a blending brush. All right, so now that we have the proper tools to do our foundation stripe test, I'm going to show you how I would do it for my skin. Now, you want to start your stripe test up here, not too close to the ear, but a little bit further down on your jawbone, and you're going to come to around right here. I'm going to try 3 different shades, okay? Make sure that you put them far enough apart where it gives you room to blend them to see which one looks the best, all right? So I'm going to start with a C110. That's a cool ivory color. Okay, and I'm going to be looking in a mirror here so that I can see what I'm doing. All right, so that's a C, that's a cool 110. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is a warm shade. This is W130. So we're going to come here, we're going to do a shade. Okay. And the last color I'm going to do is a neutral undertone. It's our neutral 140. Okay, so now I've got those 3 shades there that you can see. Let me turn this a little bit. So you can see the difference between these. This is the cool tone, warm tone, neutral tone. So when you're doing a stripe test and you're testing your foundation, you want to make sure you give it time to dry because your foundation is going to change colors as it dries. It's going to change that tone just a little bit, and you want it to look great all day, not just the first 2 seconds after you put it on. Okay, so we've given it time to dry, and now I'm going to blend it in to see which one matches my skin the best. And basically, you're looking for the one that seems to disappear into your skin, okay? So I'm going to be looking in my mirror here. So I'm going to blend this in here. This is the Cool 110. All right, and you can see that one's a little bit lighter than my skin, okay? This is the Warm 130. I think that one's going to have just a little bit too much of a yellow undertone there. Let's let the mirror focus, and you can still see it. Let's try this neutral 140. And you can see that the neutral 140 blends in almost perfectly to my skin. So I believe that's going to be the right one for me. So I'm going to show you how I apply it using a blending brush. Okay, so once I've decided my right shade, which was for me the neutral 140, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation all over the skin using our brand new blending brush. And this is a product we are super proud of. I'm going to see if I can get it up close to the camera here so you can take a look at it. Do you see all of those bristles in this blending brush? It really is incredible. I'm going to reach up here and show you this here. How tightly packed those are to keep that foundation from sinking into your blending brush. I have had blending brushes in the past and they ended up being really messy because the makeup would get down in there and just clog up the brush, and it just wasn't tight and compact enough. The bristles weren't. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my foundation, and I'm using a mirror in front of me as well so I can see. Okay, but I'm going to dot that on the face for blending. Typically, I would have my hair pulled back to do this. So, and we're going to put some up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start blending, okay? And your blending brush, you start from the center and you move out when you're blending, okay? Okay, so now that I've finished blending everything in, and it's hard to tell using these ring lights, which put a lot of glare on your face. This is actually a matte finish on this foundation. So when I'm looking in the mirror down here in front of me, it actually is pretty matte looking without even adding my powder. But I want to show you something about this blending brush. You see how when I get it up there, very little of the makeup is left on it? That's because the makeup is staying on your face and not going into your blending brush, which is what you want. So that's why these are really incredible. I absolutely love this brush. Okay, so now that I have finished applying my foundation, my corrector concealer, and my powder, I actually went outside, took a break from the video to make sure that my foundation matches outside as well as inside under lights like this, like the ring light or fluorescence. You know, it's important for your foundation to match no matter where you are. And sure enough, when I stepped outside, I could not see the difference between the skin on my neck and the skin on my face, and that is what you're going for. Our foundation line that I showed you here has actually got more benefits besides just the anti-aging. It's sweat resistant, it's transfer resistant, so I'm excited to tell you more about it later after I've been using it for a while. Thanks for joining me today on Be Our Beauty Girl.